If that aircraft goes down, you're in the middle of nowhere potentially. You're not walking to a road. You know, you don't see lights in the distance. It is you in the desolate areas in Alaska, and it can be pretty frightening. If you can imagine being by yourself in the middle of nowhere, you just egressed from a fighter, and you're out there. You're floating to the earth, and all you see is thousands upon thousands of miles of nothingness, just trees and snow. We at Arctic Survival, otherwise known as the Cool School, we got about 8 instructors up here, and we focus solely on how to take care of yourself in an Arctic environment. We get people from all walks of life in the military here in Alaska mainly, but we get people from outside as well that come through the course because of where they work. The fact that they're flying a mission that is going to take them in potentially Arctic-like conditions. Therefore, they need to know how to take care of themselves in case the worst case scenario happens. They have to bail out, they crash, whatever it may be. Because quite frankly, it's a very harsh, difficult environment to have to deal with. When we end up having that individual on the ground, he's got a vest full of different types of equipment depending on what airframe he flies. And for the most part, that stuff is going to be very successful. It's all the other things that people are going to have issues with. Everything in some way, shape, or form is trying to kill you. If you don't protect yourself, the cold is going to kill you. If you don't drink enough water, which is hard to get, the dehydration is going to kill you. Right? All of these things are constantly fighting against you. Mother Nature does not like you in this situation. And you've got to be a tough person to get through that. You can't let things go. You've got to constantly work, constantly try to better your situation so that those things don't snowball and end up having a negative impact and ultimately causing death in a lot of situations. They're going to fall back on very basic principles.
Your shelters are outstanding. You guys did a really good job.
And they need to know how to start a fire from scratch.
You guys want to think lots a little long and skinny, and then bring it up and then twist my knife, okay? Continue to do that.
They need to be able to use a metal match, a very primitive way of making a spark, an ignition source,
Dig in.
to create a very small tinder.
I'm going to spread it out like a deck of cards and place it on top just like so.
We're left with pretty primitive means of getting rescued. We're left with a ground-to-air signal, a V, something that's going to signify to someone in an aircraft that I need to get out of here, I need help, I need to get picked up. And if you're in the middle of nowhere, who knows when they're going to see it? Who knows when they're going to fly close enough to see that signal that you made? They think, hey, I'm just going to get on my radio and make a call and I'll be out of here in a few hours. Well, what if you lose that radio? What if that piece of equipment doesn't work? What are you going to do to make it through the night? What are you going to do to make it through the next 48 hours? It sucks to be cold. It sucks to be miserable. But the difference between the strong and the weak is those people that push through. It's the people that can still keep going when their feet are cold, can still keep going when they're tired, when they're hungry, when they're thirsty. Those people that push through are going to be the real survivors.